I have 6 watches in my collection as of today, and I prefer to keep my collection rather small. Coming up today is 1 Casio, 1 Rolex, 2 Tudors and 2 Omegas. Let's get to it. Tudor Black Bay 36. As stated in my Get These Watches While You Still Can video, the Tudor Black Bay 36 is one of my all-time favourite watches. I'm planning to review it soon. I guess a lot of you have owned the same watch 2 times, but have you, like me, owned the same watch 3 times? If so, I would love to read about what your 3-time watch is in the comments. Or perhaps you've owned a watch you regretted selling, and maybe you're currently considering purchasing again. The Black Bay 36 is safe in my collection, for now. But as mentioned in an earlier video, this model might be discontinued shortly and updated with a manufacture caliber as well as aesthetic facelift, like removing the characteristic smiley dial. My hypothesis is that Tudor in several years' time will stand as a premium brand. And this silver dial model is not only outstanding to stare at, its production run will also be quite restricted, a pretty distant future classic, perhaps. Omega Seamaster 300. A review video I was quite happy with was the Omega Seamaster 2541.80. Goldeneye model. I'll leave a link if you'd like a nostalgic trip back to the 90s. I love this watch, but I don't wear it as much as I'd like, and I made a good deal getting it. So, I've actually sold it to a friend of mine with a gentleman's agreement stating that I have a buyback clause tied to the deal. I bought this watch because it reminds me of my childhood, James Bond, Nintendo 64 and the 90s. This watch represents it all, so I'm delighted it stays within my circle. Casio GShock. Every collection should include a G-Shock, added in the bottom corner of the watch box as some sort of excrement. I'm a big fan of both the watch and John Mayer, as well as I tend to be a sucker for the limited edition sales trick. I've owned all 3 versions, but this is the only one I managed to buy straight from Hodinkee. Adore it both as a watch and an ornament in my office. Looking to add a new G-Shock soon. Suggestions? Tudor Pelagos 39. Also a watch I reviewed in a video previously. It's magical. My most worn watch the last 4 months. As a tool watch, I really admire it, but I can't help but get annoyed by Tudor's marketing of it. Divers are not dress watches, in my opinion. Especially not a Tudor Pelagos. For its original purpose as a diver and a proper tool, it ticks all the boxes. A few minor flaws here and there, but that's Tudor, right? Both the rubber strap and bracelet are great, but the dial and bezel is the highlight. Heritage, symmetry and liveliness, all in a magnificent watch. It would be wonderful if you've come this far. I hope you want to help out the channel by liking, subscribing, commenting. It helps a lot and really makes me happy. Omega Seamaster 168.024, 1970. This is my baby. I'll put together a vintage video soon, but there are countless hours of research behind the choice of this exact model. The vintage jungle is huge and exciting to navigate. You'll stumble across loads of treasures and traps along the way. A pure adventure. I proposed to my wife wearing this watch. I wore it while receiving my second son, and it's been in my collection the longest of all my current watches. Great historic, in-house, quality movement. A lot of greatness in a compact 34mm package. An actual Seamaster, way below $1,000. What's not to love? Rolex Explorer 114270. Well, I said the Black Bay 36 is safe for now, but can I keep both the Explorer I and the Black Bay 36? I'm not quite sure. This is the 114270, which I purchased from Chrono24. I'll make sure to tell you about the process, but the history of this watch model is well known. There are countless Explorer videos out there in the YouTube watch sphere, and it surely is a Rolex favourite among watch lovers as it glides a bit under the radar in a world where Rolex are seen on more and more casuals as some sort of statement piece, which we don't like. But there are still Rolex models to acquire which communicate watch knowledge and sincere enthusiasm, not money and wealth. The Explorer I is one of those. Excellent piece. Magnifique. Thanks for following all the way to the end. Catch you in the next one, Watch Fam.